Anyway, let's get to it. Awesome. Benny, all right.
Thank you. Yeah, like Ivan said, I have a YouTube channel called Joy Camp. You may or may not have heard of it, and that's okay. It's an honor to be here. I have a thing I want to do, but I'm going to change it up a little bit right off the bat because I'm inspired by, well, Mark Devlin's presentation. In fact, that Mark Passio is here later tonight. I think this is the right audience for this. I've been going down the rabbit hole for a very long time, about 14 years, and that rabbit hole is endless. I don't know if any of you have gone down it, but it just keeps going. It's an endless hole, full of a lot of other holes. Just one hole after another hole. So I've been keeping notes along the way to try to make sense of it all, you know, connect the dots for myself. So these are my personal notes that I want to share with you all. And again, I think this is the right audience for it, but this is really vulnerable for me because this is very personal, but this is my way of, you know, making sense of a bigger picture and just the insanity of it all. So these are my rabbit hole notes, and I apologize for reading it, but again, I didn't think I was going to be sharing this with you. So here goes. The ancient Anunnaki, Nephilim, shape-shifting lizard people bloodline initiates initiate through occult, satanic, black magic, pedophilic, cannibalistic, sacrificial blood rituals, and apparently Washington, D.C. pizza parties. Didn't know that. Sorcery, sigils, spells, and symbolic code encoded within subliminally indoctrinating thought projections weave into a 3D holographic right-brain, fear-based, Freemasonic Illuminati matrix control grid. Interesting. All right, it goes on. The elite, corporately sponsored, hidden hand shadow government of the Bohemian Crown Council Committee of 300 Trilateral CFR Rothschild Bilderbergers brainwash, dumb down, and enslave the masses through trauma-based, false flag, debt-driven, genetically modified, electromagnetic, neurolinguistic mind control programming. Yeah. It's heavy-handed. There's a lot of details, lots and lots of layers. Hollywood history lessons and MK Ultra Monarch Mickey Mouse music further contribute to the continued conditioning. Now, symptoms of those suffering from systematic Stockholm Syndrome consist of, but are not confined by, stress, ignorance, intolerance, imbalance, jealousy, racism, narcissism, codependency, closed-mindedness, emotional suppression, anxiety, depression, disharmony, dis-ease, distrust, statism, cancer, and a calcified pineal. Who knew? In addition, additional Agenda 21 factors involved include, but are not limited to, prescription drugs, geoengineering, chemtrails, heavy metals, vaccinations, fluoride, pesticides, smart meters, fractional reserve banking, fracking, massive mass media manipulation, Monsanto, and more. A lot more. Popular invisible forces, visible in plain sight symbols, in particular, in no particular order, are pyramids, all-seeing eyes, pyramids with all-seeing eyes, blood drops, pentagrams, rising suns, checkerboards, torches, cubes, owls, butterflies, and double crosses. Curiosity is conspiracy. Truth is theory. Backward is reality. But there's hope. Change you can believe in. Change yourself and you can be the change. Because it doesn't matter what you've done, it matters what you do. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and tomorrow is a day that never comes. Wake up! Wake up, wake up. Yeah, okay, wake up. Wake up, start with fresh squeezed lemon juice. Add turmeric, a sprinkle of Celtic sea salt, a splash of apple cider vinegar, coconut oil, obviously, avocado, of course, selenium, magnesium, cilantro, ashwagandha, and kale. Lots and lots of kale. Very important. Bless it and consume mindfully before treating yourself to a raw, organic, GMO-free, Ayurvedic, alkalized, paleo-vegan snack of your choosing. Next, and this is my favorite part, I love this. Next, smudge some sage and bathe in the essential oils that correspond with the crystals attuning to the frequencies of the 7 chakra centers inside your electro-organic body, thereby activating your infinite higher self. Then, it's easy. You just let your light shine. Where was I? Okay. Next, journal about your Vipassana meditation before your Kundalini Hatha Vinyasa practice. Relax, reconnect with nature, and breathe. Deep, full breaths. Now it's time to bring the darkness to light and face your shadow. Heal your trauma, process your emotions, and forgive yourself. Turn off the television, put down your phone, think critically and question authority. Embody your alignment, align your enlightenment, and don't take no shit from nobody. Yeah. That's it, that's everything. No. I'm sorry, that's my phone. Okay, no, there's more. Grow your own food, build community, and realize the art of you. Just remember to be mindful of the energy-harvesting, soul-sucking, hyperdimensional archons. They're a real bitch. That's everything. That's the entire rabbit hole. That's everything. Thank you. Okay, no more with the phone for now. No, not right now. All right, has anyone here ever gotten a parking ticket? Yeah, they suck. I live in Los Angeles, which I'm pretty sure is the birthplace of the parking ticket. And I recently got a parking ticket, and I decided to redistribute my anger into an open letter to the parking attendant who gave me the ticket. And I memorized that letter for your enjoyment. So here goes. This is my open letter to the parking attendant. Dearest sir or madam, or to whom it may apply, I offer you this maxim in hopes of swift reply. Why, oh why, work a job where all you bring is grief? Does it make you happy knowing you're a thief? You ruin people's days and spoil people's nights. Does getting paid make that okay in the context of your life? Please don't misunderstand me. I understand your need for work, but there are several ways of making money without acting like a jerk. Sincerely, truly, from my heart, please cease issuing citations. A whole new world, a brand new start awaits by quitting your vocation. Here's a thought. Let's go to your boss. I'll even bring my ticket. You tell him off, and with the scoff, I'll show him where to stick it. You see, inside each and all of us, we know what's wrong or right, a moral code that urges us to activate our light. When we do good, we are good. And that's good, and we're good. When you do harm, you create disharmony. You disarm and harm the harmony. But if you quit, and Bob quits, and lovely Rita too, pretty soon a groundswell led by me and you. Meter maids disrobing globally, ending parking panic totally. The goodness then so good it spreads. We cancel debt and end the Fed. Cops take off their badges, soldiers go on home, governments are disbanded, and royalty dethroned. Hallelujah for humanity! Viva la revolucion! 3 cheers for restoring sanity, and the apocalypse postponed. But I digress. The world's a mess. Not asking you to change it. My ticket, however, could change forever if only kindly you'd erase it. One more thing before I go. One more thing you ought to know. The sign there said, no parking. crystal clearly marked. Problem is, I wasn't parking. I was clearly fucking parked. Cordially yours with warm regards, Benjamin Wallace Wills. All right, now we're in it. Okay. This is a true story. This is based off of the real story of my friend and her son. And it's called Hands. Once upon a time, a friend of mine gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. He was precocious and courageous, boisterous and audacious. With a simple smile, this little child could fill a hardened heart with joy. On one sunny Sunday day in May, the kind of day you wished would stay, he was standing on his bed and watching Elmo. Hands are for clapping, Elmo said, and hands are for shaking hands. Hands are for helping, hands are for holding, hands are for hugging, hands are for folding. Hands are for greeting the people you meet, as long as you wash them before you sit down to eat. His mother, my friend, looked him straight in the eye as he pronounced so perfectly clear. Hands, he announced. Hands, Mommy, hands. And she smiled from her ear to her ear and shed a proud little tear, for he was only exactly 1 year. 4 short weeks later, though, as those prescribed procedures usually go, he received some innocuous inoculations. Measles, mumps, rubella, Hep B, and chickenpox, varicella. All standards for a standardized education. Ever since then, much to his mother's dismay and chagrin, he has yet so much as utter the word hand or hands again. But that's not all. The following fall, he received a follow-up shot to the arm. His mother knew better, but broke under pressure and stifled her cause for alarm. Her instincts proved right. His symptoms grew worse. Had she trusted her foresight, the course may have reversed. But she hadn't, so it didn't. A diagnosis came claiming neurodevelopmental disorder. Then a prognosis proclaiming behavioral training, specialized therapy, and drugs, in that order. Then, as if by some miracle, by some stroke of good luck, he began saying words like pig, cow, and duck. Were the therapies apparently doing the trick? Was the medicine making him well? Could it be that the treatments were truly treating his sickness? Could the remedies possibly be freeing him and releasing him from hell? Alack, alas, that hopeful feeling passed, and his mother's joyful fleeting glee fluttered to the past. Because you see, when he turned 3, he received 3 more booster injections, state-mandated, required for entry prior to school vaccinations. One for diphtheria, tetanus, whooping cough, the other for poliomyelitis, and the third of a series of 3 for the B side of hepatitis. Now he's 6½, and he's never said giraffe or any other animal name again. Instead, he statistically, severely, prelinguistically autistic, and his mother's a crazy, stupid, uninformed, anti-vaxxing, fact-ignoring lunatic. Yet through all of her rantings and carryings on, through all of her fighting the fight, she, my friend, wants her son back. And through all of his flailing and screeching and slapping, through his countless, relentlessly restless and endless nights, she, his mother, wants her son back. Hands are for holding. Ears are for listening. Life is for continual growing. Hearts are for opening. Minds are for widening. Truth is for seeking and knowing. Once upon a time, another friend of mine decided not to vaccinate her child. And her child turned out just fine. Thank you. Okay. How much time do I have? No, I have like a limited. How many? 6 minutes. Perfect. I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. All right. This is called WTF, a love poem. All right. The earth, most likely, is round. Though some would argue it's flat. It could be expanding, contracting, or hollow, or perched perchance upon a space turtle's back. Is life some architect's miraculous, spectacular design, or a simple spiraling pattern? What is this thing we live and die by called time? And was it created by Saturn? Is Saturn Satan? Is Lucifer Venus? Is it really a sin if I play with my penis? Is there indisputably, truly a surface on Mars? Could the sun maybe be Jesus? What is the moon, and where did it come from? And is it comprised of various cheeses? Is Paul really dead? Is it okay to eat bread? On which meridian point should I angle my bed? What are dreams? What are thoughts? Why do babies need so many shots? Are the people at NASA lying to us? Are NSA agents spying on us? Are soldiers killing and dying for us? Are supernatural forces vying for us? What's the deal? What is real? Can fuel from an airplane really melt steel? Who's in control of this global conspiracy, controlling and trolling, enslaving humanity? So much division, so much derision, and whose bonehead decision was circumcision? Why do I care? What is the point? Should I just tune it all out and spark up a joint? Why try? Why comply? Why does the media constantly lie? What are the governing forces expecting to gain by harvesting people and causing such pain? Are they all, in fact, factually pedophiles? Are they seriously, no joke, satanic? Are the elite literally, chillingly, actually psychopaths, feeding on fear and our panic? Could it really be that the powers that believe they be would commit such atrocious atrocities without ethics or morals or empathy? Probably. Maybe not. But probably. Maybe it's all one big simulation, an age-old experimental situation. Perhaps this experience is merely a test, and I a mere dimensional guest. Perhaps I'll never know exactly how the towers collapsed, or why the Kennedy files are still under wraps. It's possible I'll never know for certain if evolution was a lie, or why anyone would ever take cake over pie, or what's above us up there beyond the sky, or if Michelle Obama is actually a guy. I'm kidding. She's definitely not. She's not. Or is she? So many questions, so many theories, so many ideas, agendas, and queries, reverse official backward narratives, mind-blowing, sock-knocking off alternatives. Is the human race indeed endangered? Are we already indentured servants? Could anything possibly be any stranger than the possibility of royalty being serpents? Who or what built the pyramids? Who or what built Bitcoin? All that to say, all that seems to melt away at certain moments each and every day, now that I'm with you. And to a lesser extent, all of you. Because it does feel good to be around awakened people. Thank you very much. Am I done? Is that it? All right. You can find me all over the place. I have a YouTube channel called Joy Camp. If you haven't seen our videos, we've been making them since 2012. It's conscious comedy. You're going to love it. I also have poetry online, and you can find me all over the place. Joy Camp, Benny Wills. Thank you very much.